Next gen testing here at the Charlotte Roval. It's going to be different. I have not drove this next gen car, so I'm excited to see what it's capable of. It looks very different from what we're used to, and I'm sure it'll drive quite a bit different, but don't really know. Have very little expectations because I've not been in it. I've heard some things from other drivers, but haven't got to experience it for myself. So excited to go turn some laps and see what this baby will do.
You know what all you got going on when you got to do a pit stop. That I think evaluate it. We can do it 100 times today. It don't matter.
Yeah. It's just, I guess you're aware that sometimes you got to kind of like rock your car or bump it to get drop into gear. He's worried that if somebody like pops one into neutral on a pit stop and they let like if you switch sides or something or rolls a little bit, you might not be able to get it back into gear until they roll the car again.
Oh really? I've just heard that it's hot, loud, and that they have steering rack issues. I've heard that it stops really, really good with the big brake. That takes some getting used to. The throttle pedal is really stiff. Really stiff.
We're working on that.
And like it takes way more leg force or like ankle force to like press it than you're used to. So it just almost seems a little bit harder to like modulate. I'm just making sure, like I've heard all the steering issues and everything, so I'm just kind of feeling everything out.
Oh yeah, I mean,
and the few things I noticed right away is the lag in the return with the downshift, and then the throttle pedal is just really stiff. So I've made about 30 laps in the next gen car, and it is a lot different, and including the way you shift. Early this morning, my first couple laps on the racetrack, I actually made a mistake. Just muscle memory and old habits. I subconsciously went to go grab third gear. Third gear on an H shift, on an H pattern is over and up. And just subconsciously went to go grab third and pushed it forward and actually downshifted and hurt the engine. So, there's tons of engineers here and lots of data on the cars and trying to gain as much information as possible, not only for ourselves, but for the industry. The biggest thing that stands out to me so far is just the independent suspension in the rear. That's, different, the way the cars move around, a lot more height off the racetrack, so that's different. And then the biggest difference that I've noticed, is the way that you shift the car. This sequential gearbox, so different than anything I've drove in the last 20 years. I think the transition to the next gen car is going to be up and down. I think some weeks you're going to have all the bugs and kinks figured out, and then some weeks you're not. And I think the beginning part of the season is going to be about limiting the mistakes, limiting the attrition, being ahead of that, and making sure that you've got all your I's dotted, all your T's crossed, and that you don't fall out of the race because of an oversight or a part failure.